Hello, everyone. Put that aside for a second. Hello, hello. Hello, Galena. Hello. My chair situated here. Hello, BJ. I want to get the reveal for the papers going so that I can move on and get some collaging done today. Would like to get some stuff done. I need to get some things done. But I want to make sure people are here before I start unveiling stuff. Hello, Vicki. Oh, it's hot here today. Air conditioner just came up. Hello, Susan. Hello. So happy, what is it? What is today? Happy Tuesday? Gosh, I've been so busy. Don't even know what day it is. Hello, Jan. I've got so much stuff going on. I'm so stressed. Hello, Claudette. Oh, Claudette got her package. I don't know if she wants everybody to know what she got. Hello, Mitz. Mitz, did you get your package? I have been meaning to confirm that with you, and I did not get that confirmed. Hello, Mary. Oh, feel better. I hope I can make you feel a little bit better. Home with a migraine is not fun. Oh, you got the painty papers, and you have not opened yours yet. So, hello, Linda. Claudette here in the chat. She did get the Fish Bits book. And so she says, okay, great. I'm glad you got it, Mitz. I think she likes it. I think Claudette liked the Fish Bit book. And today I got a waiting list for the Fish Bit book. I would like to make another Fish Bits book. Well, I would like to make quite a few of them. So that's what I'm going to do today. I need to relax, and I thought making another book might help me out. So I don't want to waste too much time because I would like to get it. I'm glad you got it, Mitz, because I have been meaning to, and then I get busy with it. It's been a madhouse. It's been I can't even explain. So I did these on Sunday, and they actually have been living outside. I'm hoping that they are dry with only 2 days outside. It's been pretty hot, so I'm hoping they are. I did this last one not on the stream on Sunday because I couldn't get the paper off the plastic. I finally did get the paper off the plastic. So I did paint some paper really fast so that I could get it outside, so I could get it dried, so I could unveil it today. So we're just going to do unveiling real fast, then I can get to working in another Fish Bits book. So this one I did after the stream was over, and I decided to use the itsy bitsy little tiny plastic bubble wrap that I've got. I don't have very much of this. I don't come across it very often. Hi, Vicky. So the few pieces I have got paint and all over them because I reuse them and reuse them and reuse them. All right, we want to focus. We want to focus. Right down here. Thank you. So I thought it would be fun to see what would happen. And what did I use? I used blue and green. And it's still a little wet. And it was on top, so I'm worried that the other ones are not dry. I don't want to unveil too much because I want it to dry. But that's what it's starting to look like with the blue and the green. I don't want to get too far into it. These work the best when they dry naturally and you don't force them dry. And I have been using quite a bit of water, so they are taking quite a bit of time to dry. Yeah, I can still feel the wet underneath this paper here. So it wouldn't stick to the plastic again, I put a parchment paper down this time, and it is very wet underneath, so I am moving it aside. We'll unveil that on Sunday. And so this looks really wet, and it has been outside for 2 days. Well, this is really putting a cramp in what I want to do here. Let's see here. Well, it's dry enough. It's dry enough. No, it's not. No, it's not. I can't. I'm looking at, you can see there's still pools right there. And if I don't let that dry with the plastic on it, it's just going to dry as purple. Hello, Pamela. So I want it to dry so it will look like this when it is done, and it will stay that way if it's dried with the plastic on there. So I am putting that back on there. I was really hoping to get at least 3 papers done every stream, and obviously this is not working, even with it being outside in the heat. So I'm a little frustrated. I do apologize. Let's see what's going on over here. This one was the cross stitch mesh. It feels dry. It feels dry. Oh, you were working on your collage last night with your fish bits. Hello, Melissa. So that's what I'm going to do today. This is dry. This one's dry. Yay. We have a dry one. We have a dry one. And this one, what did we use? I think we used the glitter paints, the really cheap ones. The really cheap children's one has a little bit of glitter in it, and I think I used the regular watercolor in red and purple. But so there's not a lot of sparkle to that. Hi, Debbie. I can see a little bit, but it's not a lot at all. So it's a little disappointing. But it's okay. I like the colors. The colors are interesting. It's still kind of damp, but it is dry enough to be able to move. So I think what I want to do today is I'm going to put another paper down on here. But I want to experiment with the new Artist Loft and the metallics. So I'm going to put some water in here, save some time, and get a move on here. Let's put some water in there. Put some water in the pink and the yellow. This is just plain water so far. It's my rinsing water. I haven't rinsed anything out yet, so it's still okay. And what should I use over here? Oh man, this is really hard to open. Oh, okay. Oh, and I did want to show, before I get it out of my way, the stamp that we did. You got the glitter crayons? Hello, Linda. So I need to try that out. Maybe we'll put some stamping down on the paper and then do this stuff. So let me get some water in. What color should I do? I want to do blue. Should we do blue? Just pour some water in there. I don't want to pour too much. Oh, that was a lot. Dark blue and what other color? How about some of this purple? Because it's on the end. There we go. Okay, so we got some of that and some of that. So I'm going to do, while that is sitting and getting nice and juicy, I am going to stamp the new stamp. Let's test this out. Let's see how it works. I used a tacky glue. And of course I put it away because it was in my way. I showed how I glued it together on the Sunday stream. If you want to go look and see exactly how I used it, but I just used a tacky glue, a craft glue, strong permanent. That's all, and I do let it dry at least overnight, at least. I make sure it's nice and dry before I do anything with it. And let me put a little pad underneath so we can see what it looks like. Hello, Judy Patootie. Oh yeah, I like that. I do. I think I'm going to use bubble wrap for this. Circles with circles. So I'm just going to stamp a little bit around and see what happens. I'm using a permanent ink, so it should be stamped pretty good and not move when I put watercolors on them. So I'm liking the stamp. The inside of the middle of the lid kind of, it doesn't poke out, it kind of pokes on the way in, so I've got to press it down to get it to connect to the paper. But it seems to be working pretty well. Well enough, I suppose. Hi, Kathy. Yeah, I like the new stamps. I have worn out my old one, so it's kind of nice to have a new one to play around with. I want to get all these. I'm still kind of waiting for my watercolor to get nice and juicy and wet, and I want to do the purple and the blue ones first because I'm working on the blue paper. So how is everybody? Well, I'm just adding a couple more circles. Pressing down too hard now, I think. One more circle right there, I think. I don't want too many spaces. And then I usually take my under paper book to clean off any ink. Here we go. So that is all cleaned off now. And get that ink out of the way. So move that out of the way for just a second and see what is going on with the blue and the purple over here. We do have paint. All right. We've got some paint. All righty. All right. So let me just spray this paper a little bit. It makes the paint move around the paper a little bit easier. And I should use a big mop paintbrush to get the color mushed around easier. Like that. So we're going to do an experiment with these pearlescent Artist Loft paints and see how they turn out with the bubble wrap. That is the idea. Let me get that paint out from and I'm getting the blue into the white, which is not good. Any other color except the white, please. All right, so that is blue. Pearlescent blue. I'm wondering if the purple is going to be dark enough. Guess we'll find out, huh? Hello, Debbie. Hi, Dorothy. So I'm going to clean off the brush so I'm not wasting any of the color. These signatures are going to get full before I even know what's going on. Let that dry over here and clean off that brush. I've got two things of water over here, one to get the color off and one to get water onto the brush. It's just out of the camera view, but I do have two going on. All right, so let's see if we can just get some spots of the purple and not blend it too much. And then maybe we can see the two different colors at the end. That's what I'm hoping We'll see if it actually works. Some of these dry spots, I'm going to get this color on. So you have to remind me on Sunday that I used the artist loft for this blue one with the new circle stamp. All right, and again, I put that signature away and I shouldn't have. Now I've got purple to deal with. Purple and blue, not very much though. That looks like it's, oh, I put it on the side here. Yeah, I'm completely awake. Not, all right, so I'm gonna use this bubble wrap. I'm gonna use the medium-sized bubble wrap and make sure that it's connecting to, it's got some orange in it, connecting to the paper, and I can see that through the bubble wrap there, I can see the paint being collected in the wrinkles of the bubble wrap. Hi F. Hi Cheshire Cat. So, and you can actually see the stamp through it too. So I know that the paint is being collected against the paper because I can see it. And I always look for it to make sure that it's well put down there. And that looks like it's going to be good. I'm not going to put books on top of it this time. And I'm going to put it outside after the stream, and hopefully it will be nice and dry by the time Sunday comes around so we can unveil that paper. I have another tray. I'm going to put paper down. I'm going to use a piece of white. And what should we use? Oh, what do I have? Something different. I've got this mesh. And I do have one of these round things. And something over here. Oh, let's use, things are falling. Let's use, should we use the polka dots or the square thing? Things are falling. I'm thinking the polka dots. Let's use the polka dots, as I haven't used the polka dots in a while. So let me mist the paper. And I'm actually going to leave this stuff on here and kind of put the water on this way this time. And that took all my water out of there, really. Yeah, these I got at Office Depot. I do like the Prang metallic. And I just really wanted to see what they would do with the white paper, what they would do, you know, on their own. So, got quite a bit of the yellow down here, so let's get some of the red. See what happens, and I need more water. I'm probably putting way too much water on. I don't know why it's not going on as easy as it used to. I don't remember it being quite so wet before. No wonder it's not drying. Hi, Button. I'm going to use up all this red. Seems to me last time I used this metallic red this way, it showed up when it was all dry, it was white. It was kind of strange. Don't know why it was like that, but I guess we'll see what happens this time. Trying to get the paint and not so much water in here. And I have more of these metallics. When I finally found them, I was on the search for them. When I finally found them at Office Depot, I think I got 5 of them. So I'm not worried about using this up because I've got another one to replace it already. I want to make sure there's enough color to do something when it dries. You can kind of see the shimmer already. Let me use a little bit harder brush, and maybe that'll get some of the color out of there. There we go. Scrub it in there. Hello, Aunt B, Aunt Beck. Trying to move some of that water that I've got in there to other places so it will dry this time. Uh-oh, I didn't get anything in there. I didn't get anything at all in there. Not in that area right there. So maybe putting the color on first might be a better idea, because I seem to be not getting color. I see little white spots all over the place here. So this might not have worked real well, but I guess we'll see on Sunday what happens. I think I got all the white bits. It's pretty wet. Clean off my brush. And you can see that there's color in there, in the little squares. Most of them have little bits of color in there. Some of them don't, though. It's regular 20-pound copy paper that I'm using. I'm not using anything fancy. I'm using this. I would like some color in there. I am using copy paper so that when I paint the papers, I can use them in collage. They're not too thick. I don't like to use watercolor paper in my collages. It does not glue down well. It is, well, the stuff I have anyway, it does not glue down well. And so That's what I'm trying to do. Trying to find all my little white spots. I saw a ton in the camera, but now I can't see them. It would scrub that, and maybe that will work. Maybe. Okay, and then I'm putting some more color over here, and I'm going to put this polka dot thing on top. Trying to put color and not water. I don't know if it's working or not. Kind of want to scrub that out of there. Anyway, that's good enough, and I'm going to put this thing on here while it's still wet, and I'm pressing it down into the paper so that I know it's making contact and it will dry with a texture. And let me just clean off that brush with the last little bit. That is very shimmery. Very, very shimmery. Okay, so let that dry. And then there is my second one. All right, and we get that out to dry. I would like to do a third one. You know what I'm going to do? Is I'm just going to do it right on top of here. I'm cheating today. I am cheating. And what color should I use? Let me use just a regular bit of watercolor paint. A little bit of water. Spray just a little bit on the paper to make it move. Should put some shimmer of some sort on here. You know, I should have put some of the color sticks on the paper to see if that would come through. I think of this after I put the water all down, right? And a little bit of blue or purple. Let's do purple because it's right here. And I'm not going to put any water in that. I'm going to take what water I've got on my brush and kind of add the color that way. So I'm not adding more water. Do we want bubble wrap? I think I've got another piece of bubble wrap. I think I've got get it before. Oh, I've got the cling wrap. We might as well use that. Make sure it's got lots of wrinkles in it because that's what makes the magic happen. Scooch over here a little bit. Some wetness on the corner. Scrunch it up really well. And then on this side, I'm going to use that aluminum foil. Okay. Hello, Betty. All right, so that is going to be the third paper. So we'll have quite a few of unveilings. Oh, and then I wanted to try something on this. I wanted to test out some water. I wanted to test out that the pearlescence on black paper. I knew there was something I wanted to do, and I didn't see the paper until now. So let's get, well, let me spray some water in there. Some pink. And let me use a flat brush. Get some, ooh, I'm kind of curious how much it will show up on black paper. So I'm just putting some little bits of it over here. And see how it dries. Kind of comparing it to the twinkling H2Os. Just a little bit. I'm going to put, this one's barely dry, so I'm going to put a couple streaks of color right there so I can see how it dries and see if it's comparable at all. So that's what I'm going to do. Get the paints all cleaned up. And see how that dries. It's looking good so far. I can see some. Hi, Kathy. Well, I remember doing it in Miami, and that was when I did the faces and did all the backgrounds. And I would put color and stuff on the pages before I went to work. And I worked at night, so I would come home and go to sleep, and in the morning before I went to work again, so I'm saying like 24 hours, they would be dry. But I am having trouble here for some reason. It's not after 2 days of being outside, and I am in Florida, so it's been warm. I had the air conditioning on earlier. It's been really warm, so I don't understand why my papers are not drying like they used to. I've got some purple in here. I don't want to waste any kind of color. So I'm gonna take that purple out of there. More color for the underpaper signatures. All right. So I used to say it might be the humidity, but I had him drying in Miami, and that is more humidity than it is here, I would imagine, but I don't know. So I swear I would only have to let them dry for like 24 hours. I didn't have that much room. I did it inside. I left them all in the living room to dry, and I swear it was just 24 hours because I didn't have much room. I'd have to go in, put colors down, get them dry, move them on, get different papers. So then when I had a day off, I had dry papers to do the face collages on. So it was quite a process to do it. And I swear it took only a day at that point. I might be putting on too much water. And that's the only difference I think it might be, is I am putting too much water on. But we'll see. So those are the 3 I have. And I will get those outside to dry by Sunday. They'll be dry by Sunday. I'm going to leave them alone until then. So I need to clean up my mess here. I've got water everywhere. I am going to work on, wow, that took 45 minutes to do that. And I keep thinking the reveal is going to take 10 minutes. I think I'm fussing around with them too much because they're not drying. I used to just rip off the papers and put more paint on and put more stuff on, and off I went. All right, so I'm using these guest checks. I have pads of these. Is that what it is? It's more humid everywhere, and I don't remember having this much trouble before. I was hoping to get these papers kind of moving a little bit faster. I'm trying to do more painted paper packs. Hi, Barb. Nice to see you, Barb. I'm going to miss you on Friday. Hi, Shelly. It could be too much water. I'm putting too much water on. I'm going too fast. I don't know. So maybe Sunday I'll take my time. We'll spend an hour with it or less, and take my time and not put quite so much water down on the pages. I should get my watercolors all juicy and ready to go, and then I won't have to fiddle with that. So maybe that'll save some time. So I've got a bunch of these guest checks. Got a bunch of them. So I'm using them for fish bit signatures. I've got 3 or 4 signatures over here ready to go. And I did get a variety of fish bits together. And for anyone who is interested, fish bits are my leftover little bits of this, that, and the other thing. I have them for sale. If you order something else, and I do have book page packs and napkin packs. I'm getting ready to put out some collage packs here, maybe tomorrow. If you order with something else, they come in a handmade envelope. 50 little bits of all kinds of stuff. Book pages and scrapbook paper and wrapping paper and tickets and magazine images and security envelopes and all kinds of found things and Joss papers and just all kinds of stuff. If you order fish bits all by themselves, they come in an envelope like this. It has a security pattern in it. I put 3 of my stamps on it, and those are all different. They're not always the same stamps. And then I have some interesting postage stamps to put on the letter. The heat gun does not work on that technique. The heat gun will melt the plastic. If you move the plastic is not trapping the pigments in the same area, and so it won't dry that way. They have to dry naturally. Your fish bits seem too special to use. Hi Kathleen, that is not the way it's supposed to be. You're supposed to use the fish bits. Shame, shame. Use the fish bits. Make a little book. So I have 50 of the fish bits out here, a variety of things. I've got words, I've got puzzle pieces. I have a variety of what is in the packs. So I would like to make another book. So I've not had a chance after getting these things, you know, trying to get things up for sale and stuff. I've not had a chance to do anything for myself here lately. And so I've been a little stressed, to say the least. I have been extremely stressed. So I need a little bit of stress relief, and I am going to take it in some collaging. So I am going to grab the large bits first and work my way down to the small bits. Let me put that in the corner, and I'm trying not to. Hi, Galena. How did I come up with the name? They're very special fish bits. Okay, but still, I'm hoping that maybe you're making your very own fish bits that you can use. I hope that that is something. So maybe the paper does need more air circulation, and I did have it stacked up on the balcony out back, out front, out on the side, out there. So maybe I do need to spread it out a little bit more. I've had I have books on the bubble wrap to make sure that the paint is captured by the plastic, so it will make those fun designs. So yeah, I will go ahead and spread them all out this time. I'll take the books off them and see what happens, because it should be fine by Sunday. It should be. That is how many days? That's plenty of days. It should be fine. I'm going to throw them back out there, and it should be good. They should dry. So I was asked the question, hi Scotty, how did I get my name, Caged Fish? And that is a funny little story. I guess I don't talk about it very much. I do have, I think my fish cage is out in the other room, so I can't show you. So I will show you another time. I have a black metal bird cage. It's just a regular bird cage. I think I got it at Joann's. I worked at Joann's for a while. I believe I got it at Joann's or someplace like that. It's nothing special. It's just a black wire bird cage. And I had a wooden fish, like from a mobile, or I'm not sure exactly what it was for, but I had one single wooden colorful tropical fish. And I hung this wooden fish that I really liked in my bird cage so that he would swing and he kind of would look like he was swimming there. And I had people over, and they thought that was the funniest thing ever, that I had a fish in the bird cage. So when I went to do, and at the time it was, the first thing I tried to do was MySpace. If you remember way back when, MySpace, I needed a name for my page. And so that was a name that came up, was caged fish, because of my bird cage. And everybody always remembers, they'd always come and they'd have to say hello to the fish in the bird cage every time anyone showed up at my apartment. And it was just one of those, it had to be a caged fish for that. And that kind of, and then shortly after that I started my Flickr, and I used the same name. I used exactly the same name. And that is why I'm a caged fish. I live in a bird cage. I'm a fish that lives in a bird cage. I hang in the corner of a room so I can see everything around me. And I like my bird cage. It's very comfortable and I enjoy being in my bird cage. So that is the story of where my name came from. I know, it is a strange name. It is a very strange name. I think I'm going to put him right there. And I'm using all the big little bits first, and then I can use the little tiny bits in the spaces to cover up what I don't want to show. And that got very wrinkled. See if I can press out some of those wrinkles. And some Arabic text. I do like, yes, that stamp is very cool. I have shown it on other streams. Somebody would know what it is because I have shown it a lot. I'm cutting off the white bits. Just the white bits though. Somebody asked me, I try to put the Arabic writing in all the fish bits because it's pretty different. It's really different. Not very many people I know have Arabic, and so I do try to pass that along. So it's special. I'm going to use this wrapping paper on the other side. I like that. Let me turn the page as well because I'm getting too much. Uh-oh, I think I need a new magazine. Getting too much glue on the fronts of my images here. So I'm trying to do 3 signatures. I don't know how far I will get today. I've got enough stuff all sorted out for 3 signatures because I think having a little fish book with 3 signatures, I think 3 signatures is just the right amount. It's just enough fun stuff, and I meant to put that on the bottom and I didn't do that. Wouldn't you know? So let me put some of this on the bottom, sticking up. Like that. And let me make sure I've got that I have something on all the pages before I fill in the gaps. A signature, the signatures, I've got 3 guest checks. It's only 3 guest checks that I have sewn together. So it's not very big. 3 guest checks, 3 signatures. My mind is not doing math right now, so you guys can guesstimate, figure it out. My mind is definitely on vacation. Let's see, I've got some images. Ooh, I've got a Target bill. I like the little circle. Let me cut off that white bit right there. And the white bit on the other side. And I'm going to put it right there. I like the red and the red. Yes, a signature can be as big as you want it to be. It doesn't have to, it's not, there's no law to say that you need a certain amount of signatures or a certain amount of pages in a signature. It's as big as you want it to be. You can put as many as you'd like. It's not that way. I'm going to put that on that corner because it has glue on it. And that's the only reason. I think I've got too many bits and they're too big. I don't know if I'm going to be able to use all of this. So let me there goes my air conditioner again. It must really be hot. I'm going to put that up there. Just like that. I'm just trying to get a base coat down. And then I'll put all the little fun little details everywhere. And that is words, so that goes on last. Words. Got a piece of card. I have some scribble writing. I want something here. What do I want there? I think the eagle should go on the top. That is the same. I did tear that off. All right. Maybe we should put it the other way. That'll be interesting. And I always go for color. I don't know. I can't make myself not see colors and put them the same colors together. I don't know why I do that, but it's just what I do. I kind of want this here because it is the right color, and then I could put that on top, which I like. Let's see here. Is that what I want to do before I glue it down, or do I want, it's too pink. I think this is too pink as well. I could do that bit of scrapbook paper or some painted paper. Not liking that. I do have a little bit of that. That should probably go on the other side. And maybe these little ladies could go on the bottom here. I should have tore it the other way so that the white wasn't showing so much. I like that. I am going to make that just a little straighter and glue that down underneath. Uh-oh. I've ripped apart this magazine, so got a hole in it. And it is very difficult not to think too much about what you're putting down and just kind of let things magically appear. So it's not as easy as you would think to let things kind of present themselves when you're doing this kind of random collage. And my fingers are sticking together, so I need a baby wipe while I look at this for just a second. All right. I do think I want the flamingo on here. But he needs a little fussy cut. Just a little bit, so he doesn't look like he is a piece of paper glued to a background. This came out of a catalog, so he is actually a tote bag. And his neck is the handle. All right. And I do not like that. My fingers still have glue on it. I do not like that white that's around his neck there. I don't like that at all. So I am going to try and get in there without ripping him to shreds. It is easier if you turn the paper as you're cutting. It's smoother cuts that way. Let's see if I can get around the other side without ripping it, please. All right, see, I like that much better. That works for me. And I am going to put him, since one foot is chopped off, I'm going to put it down so that it doesn't look like it's missing. And I've got a white spot right here. I think I need to put something underneath. I've got this little black and white bit. Is that too black and white? Not really. I kind of like that. All right, so let's put that down in that little white spot. And let's carefully glue We love a bit of fussy cutting. It makes the image really look like it belongs in the page instead of smacked on top of the page. It helps blend the page and make it look like, he belongs there and not. So yeah, fussy cutting does help to make. Tearing also helps. If you want to tear your image, that also does quite a bit. If you put a piece of square on there, it looks like a piece of square magazine put on your page, and it doesn't always look good. So sometimes it works, but not always. I kind of like that. I think I like that little nick in it, but I kind of like that. So I'm thinking, I'll think about it. I'll keep it there. All right. So I've got that page, and that one has nothing on it. So we need to build this one up. So let me make this one blue. Since I've got this big piece of blue security envelope here. You think maybe I can get 2 signatures done today? I'm hoping. I'm going to put that on the top of something. And let me put the text down. Actually, I don't want that text because it's kind of yellowy. Let me put this whiter text here. I want to put it that way. Boy, I've got some glue. I must have glue on the glue stick, on the outside of the glue stick, because every time I touch it, I'm getting glue all over my hands. I've got this cool little bicycle. And I got a candy wrapper. I found some little chocolates in the Halloween section. So I've been unwrapping them very, very carefully so I can save the paper. It hasn't been working really well, but I'm trying. I'm going to put that there because it is blue. What else do we have? We've got a little bear. I don't like him on that. Oh, but he looks really good here. I'm going to kind of tear around him because he looks like he is way too square and is not really part of the page that way. But I do like the trees. So let's see. A controlled fussy cut or fussy tear. Yeah, I do like that. And we can probably put the trees in other places. On top, though, we need something here. Put that there. What do we have? A little bit of map or a little bit of dress pattern, that would work. A little bit of dress pattern will give it a little bit of color. I really should go wash my hands because the glue is messing with everything I touch. That one up there, and I can see the fork and a little bit of the spoon through that. So I like that. And what do we got going on here? I want this tree over here and this bit of trees over here and that one right there. I need something down here. More dress pattern, just because it's the right color. It's not big enough. Decisions. Hi, Carol. And Gloria. Anybody else come in that I didn't see? I am going to turn on my fan because it's getting pretty hot in here. I hope that doesn't mess with the sound too much. I think maybe I need a little bit of this map because it's the right color. Sure, let's just put it on there. I'm thinking too hard about it, taking too much time. And let me put my trees down here because I like the trees with Mr. Bear. And I think I want to use up the rest of that dress pattern somewhere on this page as well. I thought I got enough of that cardboard off of this. It's a game piece. It's a children's matching game. And they were all cardboard cards so that younger kids can mess around with them and not destroy them. And I thought I'd gotten most of the cardboard off of them, but they look pretty thick here now. So it looks like I didn't get enough off of them. I am going to put some of that there. And I have another tree here that is. Here's the other tree. My fingers are horrible right now. Chuck is here. Chuck is here. Hello, Hello, Kimberly. Who's Chuck? Who is Chuck? You guys are so silly. Okay, so we've got trees on that side. I'm going to put this little bear guy here. Feels like something else needs to go on that side, but I'm not seeing anything right now, so I will come back to it. All right, stand up. All right, and this one is pretty full. It seems like I've got way too much stuff. Way too much. I want something down here, maybe a picture. Like that. Make that a little square, more square. Make it more square. And put that in there. And I need something over here. I've got book page on there already. Maybe some painted paper. That might look right about right. Yeah. A little bit of that there. Maybe a tad down here. Don't want to obscure those hands though. There we go. A little bit down there. What do we have on the next page? I like this red, so maybe some more painted paper needs to go there. I'm going to put that there and trim it off because it's too large. We put this straight bit right there. And trim that off. And trim that side off. And it has glue on it, so I don't want to waste it. So I'm just going to put it on the other side. I could put that there. What else do I have? And I don't like the yellow with the red. A little bit of black. So it's just a little bit of magazine texture. You guys are talking about Pinterest boards. Does everybody have Pinterest boards? And a little bit right down here on the bottom. I have boards too, but I don't go very often. I save my graphic fairies images. I have the newsletter, so she sends out new images every Friday, and I do have a board for the graphic fairy images because she's got some really great vintage images that you can use in projects. So I have them on a board so that I can go visit if I need to print something out. So I have a great big collection of that so I can find it easy. Nick Bantock also, I like his work, so I've got a board of his stuff. All right. I have got way too much stuff. I am almost done here and not used half of what I have here. Like that. So let me put that down. I may be able to get 2 signatures done today. That would be very nice. Extremely nice. Ooh. My fingers are just horrible. It is. Pinterest is a vortex. If you go in, you're not coming out for a couple hours at least. It does get pretty bad. I think I need a new one. I don't think that is juicy enough to get the glue off my hands. Probably just need to go wash my hands. That doesn't seem to be really working either. All right, so I like this, but it's too square. It needs a little something, and I'm not sure exactly what. I don't really want to fussy cut it because that will not, it doesn't really have a structure to fussy cut around. So I think what I'm going to do is glue it down and incorporate some things around the edges so it looks like it is kind of involved in its background. So let's put it down. And do we want book text? That's too bright. That's too busy. We can use some of this. So I'm just going to cut or tear some little chunks of this. And kind of put it around the edges so you can't see the square edges. And that will help with making it look like it belongs on the page and not Hi, Beth. Wow, you guys have got a lot. Are you leaving, Mary? Up there. And then see if I can tear that straight edge just a little bit so it's not so straight, because I am trying to hide the straight edges. Oh, it looks funny. That looks better. All right, put it upside down. A little bit of glue. There. So he's kind of framed, but it doesn't look like it's a square on there. Okay. All right, so now we need some focal points on some of these. We can put hands over here. I need to turn the page. Hands in the corner. Actually, I should tear that so it's not quite so obvious. I'm going to put that right up there. And do I have some words? Thought I had some words. After you tell me about your part. An interesting little something. I'm going to cut the bottom of that off too, because that's too distracting. I feel like I need something. I don't see any focal points that I like there. Let's see here. I am going to put that up there. Need something over here. I don't think I've got enough focal points. I might have to go back and try again. like that. Don't want the straight edge on it. Maybe a little skinnier. I am going to glue that down. And I believe I am going to pink this up just a little bit. I'm going to get my color duster out, and I've got pink, might be too pink. Orange is not going to work. Let's see if the red will work. Just for a little color. Let's put it on here. There we go. That makes it a little more blendy. Yes, I am making up words. Should I put the puzzle piece down? I should. Let's put the puzzle piece right down there. Make sure it's got glue on it. And then I wonder why I've got glue everywhere. Because I get glue all over the top of that. All right. So then we need a little bit of yellow on here. So I'm going to use a little bit of the Recollections yellow. Kind of smear it in. I like that a little bit better. I'll get that yellow off my finger before I start blending something else and forget about it. Hello, crafty girl. So, okay, we've got this blue, and I want this bicycle on here. I do. And maybe the eagle would be kind of nice up here. Maybe with not quite so much of this white space underneath it. And that's too black. put that there. Bicycle on top. Oh, I didn't make it big enough. I need some more of this. Oops. Here we go. Scooch over just a little bit. All right. And then I do want this up here, but I feel like it needs some stuff underneath it. And maybe some of that up there. Yeah, the gold kind of blends it in. I do like adding a little bit of color. Sometimes it really helps to make the page look like it belongs together. It was meant to be. And that's a blue word, and I do like that. I like that. Maybe a little bit of scrapbook paper. Over here. It's looking pretty plain, and I don't know why. Maybe I need to get my little tiny bits out and play around. Oh, we've got a kitty cat sticker. Didn't see him. I do. I think I need to get out a little tin of bits and just do some little details. Bye, TMT. Bye, Carol. Put some details on it. Just a little bit of, because it's looking way too plain, and I don't know exactly what is going on there. But it is definitely not very interesting. I'm going to put that word there. And I'm going to run out of time, so I guess I won't get the second signature done. Maybe I'll do a video with it later. I've got glue all over my hands. And I am going to do a little color dusting of this one as well, just to blend some of this together. Feels like it needs another something. And I don't have any more pictures. Not really. Oh, that might work. It might work. Let's see here. And I'm just going to tear the straight edges off again. See how that looks. I want it down a little bit, and I want that straight edge. It's in the picture. I kind of want that off of there too. There we go. There we go. Hi, crafty girl. Do I know your name? Miss Purple? Sorry, trying to catch up on chat a little bit. That looks kind of nice. I think it needs more of a word across here, and I don't like this one so much. Of course, it's not going to come up now. I'll put something else up there. All right. That is out of here. All right. So do I have more words? That is too many words. Find your voice and put it out there. What does that look like when it gets cut apart? I don't like it. I need other words. I don't have any other words. That's what I'm stuck with. Where did they go? Do I like them here? Yes, I do. Except that is not cut straight, and I can definitely see it on this page. Yes. I do like that, but it does need a little green. It's too white. So we will add green so it doesn't really stand out on the page. That might be too much green. That's all right. I'm going to put that on there. And use some of that color to put some of that green on the other side. Hi, Dom. Hi, Susan. Did you say what your name was? Hi. Nefer? Nefer? Are you here, Nefer? Are you here? Sorry. So I just blend a little bit of green around. Just to blend the two sides of the page together just a little bit. And I feel like it needs some more words or something. Oh, like to meet him? I like that. That is perfect. Yes. Yes, I would like to meet him. Let's put that up there. And spring will surely come is interesting as well. It's almost too big though. Let's cut it down just a little bit. And I'm just going to put it down there. All right. So I was going to get out my little bin of, and I think I might have time. Some little details would be fun for this. Let's see what we have. Nothing in that one. Oh, yes. All right. Boy, my baby wipes are dry already. Here is a great guy with a guitar like that. What else do we have? A fun little cow, a little pig, a puppy. He looks a little sad. We'll think about him. Let's see here. Anything jumping out? A little house? No. Oh, she looks interesting. Yep, she is perfect right there. I like that. Pirate. A ship. A door knocker. My hands are horrible. They have really got glue all over them. I do like this door knocker. I'm not sure it's right though. It's a great tree. hummingbird, alligator. We need some pink stuff. Oh, a hummingbird. That fit. Not really. Not really. Shelly comes on at Fish Bits. Shelly comes on at 9 o'clock Eastern Time. And she is crafting mamas. She comes on tonight at 9 and Fridays at 9. And Melissa comes on at 7 Eastern. And she is 70. I'm trimming it. I'm trimming it. I don't know. I still don't really like the way it looks. And Melissa is 70 Acres Studio. I'm not loving it. I don't know why. I'm not loving it. Let me move along and see if I can find something I love. And I am not seeing anything I love in this one. Maybe that. I can't find this anymore in black. It was a steam cleaners advertisement that I kept getting these crowns off of. And then they went to purple. And it doesn't work very well. So I'm limited in the crayons I have, but I kind of like that. I kind of like that. Oh, you might be right. How does it? Okay, my hands are just horrible. Really horrible. So, does it go like that? Or do I tilt it like that? That's it, right there. Oh, I do have a crown stamp. That might be an option as well. I think I've got a couple, but I know where this one is. That one's pretty big, and that one will not work. It's just too big. I think I have another one, but I'm not sure exactly where it is. Tilted. Aha! I knew I had one. I knew it, and it's a nice little tiny size. Should I stamp that instead? Hi, Neffer. So which one do we like? Which one do we like? Do we want a stamped one or do we want this one? Stamped or otherwise? Can't see him because it is I think maybe with the background as busy as it is, I think maybe I need to go with that one. Let me trim it just a little on the sides. And maybe just a little bit more right there. The first one, the cutout, yeah. All right, I hear ya. All right. Oh, he is pretty special. He's pretty special. I like him. All right, so we need something here. I have got so many little bins of bits, little tiny bits. Eventually I will find something. Those two little bits are nice. Oh, that might work. Do like that. There we go. Needs to be just a little straighter. And it's perfect. I like it. You like the little boxes? I have to have little tiny boxes for these little tiny bits or they would get lost. And I have so many because I've got them situated so that when I find a little tiny bit when I'm somewhere in here or elsewhere, I have some place to put it so it doesn't get lost. Don't like that. So yep, I've got a couple of the little bins. And they've got different stuffs in them. This one has confetti. I don't see any place for confetti here. This one's got some punch outs. Frog? Nope. Dragonfly. I don't have a dragonfly punch anymore. should find one. I would probably use it quite a bit. And in the bottom, this elephant, I wish I had that little punch still. I do not. Some stars. I'm not seeing anything. Feels like it needs something right there. I'm not sure what, though. Like a tree. A tree like that. Actually, let me cut around it. No, I don't think that works, but a tree would be good. Do I have a little tree? Sorry, I am kind of determined to finish this signature. Don't know why I'm inclined to finish this signature, but I want to finish the signature. I like the cow. And I like this little, I like the colors. The colors go well on this page. I'm fussing too much with this page, with this signature. It's too small. It is too small. I like the flamingo too. I like the flamingo as well. I like that, but it just seems like it's too small. Not liking any of that either. Why can't I find anything? Seems like it's going to be one of those, something will come later. Bird? Maybe not. Something will appear. Because nothing is really appearing right now. But I do like, I'm going to leave those in there because they are maybes. Alligator. I kind of like her. Sorry, I'm fussing too much. I am fussing way too much. Do I have too many bits? Are you trying to say I have too many bits? I don't know. So many bits and nothing seems to be, here's another crown. I like crowns. Nothing seems to be working for me. Nothing seems quite right. And I would like to finish this signature, but it doesn't seem like it's, do we like the girl there? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe this little bit of painting. It's a calendar, so it's really thick. Maybe I can separate the paper. Looks like I can. I don't like things too thick. Oh, that kind of looks nice. I'm just going to glue that down because I kind of like that. I like the little details. The details are what do it for me. That's where I spend the most time fiddling around and looking at stuff and trying things. Oh, this one doesn't even have anything. Uh-oh. Well, we definitely need this red bicycle on here. Not even a question. And I'm not sure if I like that, but we need something over here. And I don't see anything. There's another crown. I like crowns. And I get all these little tiny, tiny bits. I like to look at the magazines in the back where all the advertising is and people's companies' logos and that kind of thing are always real small, but they're really interesting. And that's where I get a lot of those kinds of things. And I do like that there. So I scour the advertising because that's my favorite place to find stuff. I don't like the bird. I don't like the hummingbird. It does not look right. Just not seeing anything. Feels like that needs something as well. So I think I need, what about washi tape? Maybe, not really. I think I just need to fussy with it just a little bit more. And my time is up. So my fussying is done. And I was hoping to get more than one signature done. And that just did not happen. So I still need some relaxed time. So I might just continue on. And I might actually do some more signatures tonight at Shelly's stream. By that time, I should be out in the living room. Okay, I don't like that little bit there, so let's just cut that off. Don't even know what that little bit was. Nope, now I don't like it. Now that it's all nice and fussy cut out, just don't like it. All right, so I am going to let you go. And I'm going to fussy some more with other stuff. And try to finish up this signature when I find some more bits. Did I look in here? Yeah, I did. I did. So that's what I'm going to do. So thanks everyone for spending some time with me and helping me relax a little bit. And I might need to go through my little bits just a little bit closer and see if there's something in there that I'm just not seeing, which probably is the case because there's a lot here and there really should be something there that I could use. And I probably need to go through words as well. So the flamingo turned out real nice. I like the flamingo. So thanks everyone. And I am trying to get another Fish Bits book together for the waiting list. We've got a waiting list. Can you imagine? There's a waiting list for Fish Bit books. And I was really hoping to do more than just part of a signature. Really was. So, thanks so much for watching. And hi, Pam. I didn't say hi. I didn't see you come in. Thanks for watching. And I will be back on Sunday with hopefully dry paper this time. Hi, Marilyn. So bye. Have a great day. I will probably see some of you later. Well, hear you, see you, I don't know. What's the word? Ooh, the ship would be cool too. So, and I get distracted very easily, don't I? So thank you all for spending some time with me. Yes, I like the ship there. I do, I do. Yep, I like it better up here. Bye, bye, and I need to press the button. I need to press the button. Bye, everyone. I like the black and, yeah, I think that's what I'm liking as well. Bye, everyone. Thanks for being here. Thanks for spending some time with me. I'll see you on Sunday.